All right. So, new Genshin update. I wasn't expecting it, um, or didn't think about it or whatever. So I'm still in the hotel, but this was gonna be the last day. Um, for some reason, I thought Farina was gonna be in the next update, in 4.3, but like I thought Navia would be in this update. I think that's what I was thinking. I think. um, I'm not a big fan of Farina, but I am a big fan of the pink-haired girl there. We'll just do a 10 pull real quick, and then I'll actually check what how Farina plays. But hopefully, I get the 4-star that I want. Nah. Figures. It's pretty hard to get 4 stars in this. Actually, let me check. Yeah, I figured you still can't just get that one, the new one, the new 4-star that you want. Um, Checking. Yes, I want to. Let's go through here. Okay. Story stuff. Okay, so let's go try her out. I don't know anything. I actually was trying to look up stuff about her, and I couldn't find any info. So, medium-sized character or whatever, right? Yeah, medium size. Oh, wow. So, is this a sword? Because it feels as heavy as a claymore. Also, this is a crazy cool looking sword. That's crazy. It's almost like she's a caster. Well, let's just get into the battle.
Strike a pose.
Okay. So she uses minions. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, it's in between the speed of a normal sword and.
Let the world come alive.
So this creates more of her friends. I assume. So she's okay. Yeah. What about? 1 second. Oh, there we go. Ah, so they stay out. Okay, that's a big deal. So she's a support, technically. Yeah, she's a support. Yeah. That's a pretty solid support to just have summons. Although I don't know how long they stay out. It doesn't feel like they stay out that long. Because they're already gone. Oh no, there they are. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, they're still around. Okay, okay, they stick around for a good while. Okay. But she has no punch to her playstyle. Like I noticed that she is her sword was giving her crit damage. So okay, she's a crit user. But like comparing her to Nuvolette, I prefer Nuvolette a lot more. In fact, I'm gonna say I don't particularly want her, but I do want. I gotta remember her name. Let me see. I can't just keep saying her. Charlotte. Okay, remember Charlotte. Okay, let's go for Charlotte. Yeah, so we actually don't want gold. I'm not even kidding. I really don't want gold at all. Or a 5-star. I mean, Charlotte, Cole. I like Holy fine, but she's kind of a tricky one to use. I suppose as long as you like spammed her ultimate attack, she'd be good. Maybe. Okay. It's so weird that you could. There is no guarantee to get the 4-star that you want. So this is why it makes me a little nervous. It's like the likelihood is pretty decent, but like there's no guarantee at all. And I do remember having a lot of trouble doing this, trying to get there she is. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thought she was fire for a second. But yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. I like her character design. Well, I'll just max her out real quick. Or, well, you know. Okay, we're good. And then we do that. But, yeah, it's funny because, like, there have been other, Archons before that I wasn't particularly interested in, like, Raiden Shogun. Like, I already had plenty of electric users. So I was like, whatever. But then I just did literally, like, one pull, I think, for her. And I got her. So that was kind of weird. Also, I just noticed her attack is not very high at all. Oh, so she needs the gear thing that I have literally never fought. That's funny. Yeah, and these. I figured somebody was gonna need those eventually. It's fine. It's fine. I don't actually have that many ice types. So I assume her offense is based on her defense. How do I look that up? Oh, she's a catalyst user? Oh, yeah. Well, she uses a gun, though, right? We'll see. This should be fine. That should be fine. Unless, well, I kind of like more energy recharge, though. We'll do energy recharge. There's no real big difference. For now, because I don't know what she's good at. Artifacts, I don't even know. Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't there her... Oh, oops. Artifacts. I thought there's a button you can press to like automatically set it, but maybe not. Still can't. I don't know. I don't know. Just give her random stuff, I guess. That's true. I mean, I could just give her some cryo stuff. Well, I don't really have many cryos. Cryo, whatever. Don't think about it too much. Sure. Don't worry about why I even have this. I was gonna use it at one point, and then it was just not beneficial, basically. I'm just putting random things on here, whatever. All right, cool. They got a couple things. You know, wondering how many I had of her. So I still don't have that many of her. I'm not sure how effective she would be at max. I mean, presumably she'd be really good, but I feel like I'm more likely to use Layla than Cole. Just because, I don't know. I'm lazy, that's why. Layla's lazy, I'm lazy. Oh right, she went back to the back, didn't she? Let's see. There it is. You know what? I was just struggling to think. Yeah, I've been swapping around my party a lot lately.
What's the news?
So, like, there's a couple of my parties. We'll just use this party. It's effective. That's all I can really say. Just like, got the healer. Raiden just lays down some lightning, and then Nuvolette shocks while spraying his water gun. It works. And his stats are really solid right now. In fact, yeah, 60-ish and 200-ish. Yeah, it's not bad. Could be better, but I think there was like one or two of his artifacts that were like, okay, I just have to keep re-rolling them, and eventually I'll get the type of thing that I want. But it's not that fun. It's not that fun to deal with. Okay. Oh, camera. Didn't she have a gun on her in... For some reason, I thought she had a gun on her. I don't know why. Okay, well, still, that's pretty nuts. Yeah, that's a really unique user.
Say cheese.
Interesting. Interesting. So I could just, like, bam, put ice on them. Maybe she's similar to, yeah, I was gonna say, hey, wait, maybe she's similar to the Dendro Archon. And yep, she is. That's funny, because I was like, something about that kind of feels familiar. So, interesting. Okay. So, funnily enough, I replaced the Dendro Archon with Charlotte. So that actually works pretty well. Especially since I don't need her at a high level, as far as I know. Wait, what's this one? Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and unlock this this part of the map. I've been like kind of obsessively looking at they added that broken part there. I've been obsessively looking at the map for a while now. Up there? Oh, cool. And it's just like it might be more interesting to watch the unfinished map compared to the finished map. Oh, is that an enemy? Oh. Oh, okay. Because the unfinished map is like, it's like, how did they decide, how to do this? Is kind of how I end up feeling. Okay, let's just do this real quick. Yes, I've seen this Weeping Willow. You can see it from like over here on the mountain. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Ah, you can go to the harbor. Ooh, I'm going to the harbor. I've been looking at that harbor for so long. I was just like, when are they going to unlock that? Okay. Yeah, I'm like, that's it? Okay. Okay. So... I guess we'll keep that there. What would we even call it? Run through? A quick tour of the area. Because, like, I feel like this last area is going to be one of the most interesting. I mean, there's still the top of the mountain over there, so there's... Who knows what they're planning to do for that. But, yeah, I mean, now that this area is out, this is the only part left. And the only part over here is really just this mountain. Some minor things here, maybe. That's about it. Yeah, that's the whole region really. And I'm assuming we're gonna do like a mini version of the bigger mountain that they're gonna make it ice, have the mountain have some ice stuff to it. That's interesting. That's interesting. I kind of don't want to. I'm sure they're gonna be like, we have to solve this problem, but it's like I don't want to solve this. This looks nuts. The freaking trees are just going nuts. Just ever-present wind. This is really cool looking. I wonder what that would be. Why that would be like that. Yeah, there's Weeping Willow. Oh, she does turn into that. Let's see what this says. Yeah, I was like, I don't think this will be too hard. Because they know that they're not going to expect that you have to finish that whatever the problem is here. Okay, so there's wind issues.
I doubt anyone's still looking for these.
Yeah, let's check underneath the water real quick. Oh, curious. How does this look? Okay, that was weird. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay, we'll go up here. How far can I go this way? Not very far at all. Wow, that is a very bizarre border. In fact, they're blocking off a decent amount. It's like they don't. I don't know why, but they don't want us to go to like the edge of the country. Like, I guess it'd be too complicated to like we'd go to near the edge and then it'd have to like push us back, maybe. Still, I don't know. I don't think it's a really good reason
Perfect lighting
to do it the way that they're doing it right now.
Don't forget to smile.
Mm. I'm almost at the top. Almost there. There we go. Cool. I like that. I like that. Ah, I see. Well, there's a lot of wind up here. I assume it's from that. Yeah, there's a good amount of wind. Sheesh. I don't remember the last time that we've been in such a windy location. Fire. Well, that's a little annoying. Let's try to do this. Fire. Who would be a good fire user? I don't want to use Hu Tao again. Man, I don't have many fire users at all. I thought I had another one other than Hu Tao. I guess I was thinking, oh, I don't need another one because I have Hu Tao, I guess. I guess I'll use her.
Trial.
I don't really like her, but... Okay, now what? Oh, I can. Well, at least for this ability, because she's technically summoning it on the other side. Oh, no. Wasn't expecting that.
Hold that pose.
Silence.
There we go. Might take a little bit of time, but I think that this will work pretty well.
I'll settle this.
Be sanctified.
Smile! Stand with me! Our bond is strong!
Bow your head.
Hold that pose!
Silence.
Okay, that's doing really well.
Dissipate!
Like, that's a lot more damage than I'm getting, than I've been used to.
Hard-hitting exclusive!
Oh, what's this? Wow, that was interesting. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. By the way, if you hear that scratching in the background, it's my cat. It decided it has to do stuff right now. I'll mark this. Oops. Yeah, I just remembered. Oh yeah, I can go underwater. I'm like, that's kind of weird that there's nothing much here. Wait, water? Underwater? Um. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Um. Wait, why is this? This must be underwater. What? Because there's a boat summoning thing here, but it's on land, so it has to be underwater. But then how's that work? Very curious. Oh, this is nice. This is almost like a Mondstadt location. Very Mondstadt, like architecture. Oh, are there an enemy nearby?
Settle down.
Head east, not to the city? Yeah, he could have paid me to fix the problem. Maybe the three of them were putting on an act. That's complex. Uh-huh. Very odd. Wait, did I? Yes, I grabbed that. And the other one is. Oh no, the two are underneath us. Alrighty then. Two of them are underneath. Wait, what? Oh, I think because I'm technically doing that quest. Oh man, guys, we're almost back. We're about to loop back. The only problem is these mountains here that are just like, this makes no sense. Like, we know for a fact that there's water down below, down on the below area. So it's like, wait, how does mountains work? You know? It's possible though. Okay, I gotta move south. Ooh, what's this? Oh, right. I was going through the country, just randomly, and I noticed that there was a lot of these peaks that have a lot of these hydroculuses, and I was like, oh, I guess I kind of was wasting my my time a little bit because I was using the tracker, and it just kept bringing me back to the peaks of mountains or mountains, but the peaks of like the sharp rocks. And it's like, oh, I guess I could have just checked every single one, I guess. Yeah, see, there's the edge of the country right there. In fact, yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm confused about. So you can see the edge of the country right here, but they don't show it for over here, and there's like no reason for that. Like I really I don't get it. It's not even like whenever they unlock that, it's not like it's gonna be like it's not like they're gonna be able to add stuff, right? Unless they unlock like the surrounding water water area down below. I don't know. Oh. I better get another teleport point. I can't believe I've been kind of like squirreling my way through and avoiding all the teleport points. It's like that's not usually what I want to do in new regions. So, nope, I don't know where that one is. Unless it's inside the ship. I guess, right? Ah. We just won't worry about that. Not super obvious what to do there. So yeah, I've been seeing this in the distance for like ever since the first time this region unlocked, and it I don't know why, but it sticks out to me. I mean I know it's just the other entrance. You know what? I just realized why. So it is just the other entrance to the country, sure. But first of all, as far as we know, there's only two. Just this one and that one to the west. Now this one is weird because this one should be used more often than the other ones. But it doesn't have a direct bridge to the capital. So that's weird. What's that? Oh. I have to grab these while I can, or I'll just end up forgetting. So I've been suspecting it for a while now, but I assume that tower there is for the final boss area for this story. I don't know how, but it has been sticking out for a long time now, so very suspicious. Okay, so here we go. Officially, what does this look like? Yeah, it's literally just we don't know. Put mountains there. The official we don't know what we're doing, put mountains right there moment. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, interesting. So right here is where Celestia is. The floating continent thing. Huh. Oh. Or maybe it's a little... Was I wrong? Or was I right? Whoa! Does it move? It kind of feels like it moves. So it's more like saying it's here? That doesn't make sense. Unless it's at the tower, maybe. It looked like it was a lot further out here, though. But I suppose it makes sense, given I've looked at it from this area for so long that, yeah, it's hard to gauge the distance, to be fair. So they have a ship here. Ships. Yeah, it looks like they just copy and pasted the previous location. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that exactly, because before it was more like this is the harbor entrance and the other one is the civilian entrance. Cat. That's kind of what it seems like. This wall of water just... It's so fantastical. It's so fantastical. Okay. Huh. So yeah, I guess that's why it doesn't have the... Well, no, but see, that doesn't make sense. So they have a gate down there, theoretically, for boats to enter. Okay, cool. But then, wait, how does the gate work? Because you'd enter the gate, but then this is the exit, right? right? So, how do you bring boats up here if that's not the way you bring boats up here? Did they mess up? There's no way they messed up that hard, right? That literally makes no sense. That's so weird. But yeah, I've been actually more interested in this location really than even the tower, just because again, I was hoping to see a little more of the surrounding region. But yeah, they're literally it's hilarious how lazy they can be at that. Like they literally just uh they literally just put mountains. Just put mountains there. It's good. That's fine. Like, alrighty then. Oh, that reminds me. Was there a... Yeah, there wasn't even a place to get a boat here, which is weird. I know I could have went to the other side, but whatever. Oh, that's an interesting tree thing there. Another expansion. Another expanding the world moment. I'm surprised that they added so many puzzles, and they don't even use a whole bunch of them. Like they don't reuse a lot of the new puzzles that they added. I mean, some of them they have, but not a lot. Like you go to Leeway and like you'll get the same puzzle literally like 50 times, whereas here it's like I don't think I did any puzzle more than 20 times. Let's just go up here first. We're right here. I was just wondering if there would be like a teleport point up here, but I don't think so. Maybe though, maybe. A lot of stuff. I assume that if I try to go to the tower, it will push me back. What's going on here? Because we have this bridge and it's broken, and we have that bridge over there and it's broken, and that bridge over there and it's broken. But where would have they connected to originally? I don't even see anything on the structure that looks broken. Maybe the top, but you know, I don't think that matters much. Wow, those details sure are popping in, aren't they? Just pop, pop, pop. Oh, here's some of the broken areas. Though it still doesn't make sense considering how high up those are. It reminds me of the tower from the ruins in Mondstadt. So that's odd. I assume that there's
bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled. There's a tear in my robe. Silence!
Say cheese! Our bond is strong.
Settle down.
Motion to compel. Stand with me. Smile.
Silence!
Out of my way.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first, so it's legally yours now.
I feel like I'm missing something basic here, but whatever. Just like, I mean, there's no way I'm supposed to climb the tower this way, but at the same time, I was inside the tower. There was no elevator, right? Like from what I saw, as far as I could tell. And if they didn't want me to climb it this way, then they didn't need these little platforms to just be nice little breaks. So maybe this area won't be for the final boss. And then I'm just gonna sneak over and be like, oh no, there's the final boss. It's just, you can just see it sleeping or something. I don't know. I have no idea what the final boss is. I'm like, what, is it just gonna be like a whale or something that like controls the pure water, and if it gets disturbed, then that's what causes the water level to, the pure water to be to go up or whatever. See, it looks like this should be an elevator in every way. Very weird. Hello, sir.
Say cheese! Oh, my camera! Take
Yep,
these
combat.
photos to the Steambird.
Yeah, it's really delaying. Yep, yeah, ew, wow. Yeah, there was a good, like, 2-second delay. Yep, 2-second delay. What is he doing? Like, I know he's doing, like, a Dendro bomb, but, like, it just seems like it's doing a weirdly high amount of damage. Yeah, what's going on there? Yeah, it took out a lot of my health. Okay. There we go. Weird. Weird. Okay, there we go, I guess. Alright, we're at the top now, ish. Yeah, I don't want to do like any complex puzzle. I'd rather just get the, if possible. Interesting. I don't know what the point of that is. Yeah, see, odd. Huh, interesting. These characters are almost dead. Let's see. Is there anything up here? No? Okay. I mean, there must be a teleport point at the top, right? Here we go. Okay, well, that's going on. We can look around. Good music. Yeah, we have all that region uncovered now. But yeah, see those mountains down there right there make no sense. Because, like, we know for a fact that that area down there is, like, basically a giant port area. They definitely should have some transition area, though, for Leeway. Because Leeway, like, it's just like, ooh, really interesting mountain peaks over there. And then it's just gonna stop. Like, they really should, like, add some more of them, I guess. So that'll be interesting if Leeway gets a few more. I mean, you know, again, everybody, pretty much everything needs a transition to the water area. For instance, we know for a fact that the, over there. Yeah, you can even basically see it from here. They have that little mountain there, but, like, the area between the edge of the water and the middle of Sumeru is, like, you know, barely, there's barely any area, you know. It's like there's like this mountain right here. I think this is the mountain. No, maybe it's right here. Yeah, it's probably more like right here. There's a mountain here, and it seems like you get over the mountain and the water level should be about right here, I think it'll be about right here. That makes sense given the water distance there. Yeah, it's about right. Unless they add a little more, of course. But yeah, they should have a transition there. A transition here, because mountain range and mountain range. I mean, it could stop here, because they do have, like, water right here already. But I feel like they should have a little more. Like, in hindsight, this area is tiny. But it's weird, because when you're there, it looks really big. But, like, this area takes just as much space, and it's just basically a river and then some farmland. Nothing special. But it takes as much space as the majestic Chinese mountain range type of thing. I mean, this whole hill has always been a filler. I'd call that filler. This area right here. This is pure filler. Like, they were like, here's some stuff. Just, we need something, and there we go. Which is funny because, you know, the transition over here is pretty good. I mean, Mondstadt itself is pretty. The most filler is, like, this area, which is, like, it has a lot more than you would think on it, but still, it's basically just hill and then mountain range. So it's like, yeah, it's a barrier, basically. But yeah, other than right there, there's no. We have. Oh, let's see. Okay, I guess there's no teleport points. Yeah, there's a lot less here than I would have expected. And there was even that wind at the bottom that made me think that there was something else going on. Weird. Maybe if you do. I mean, at one point I thought you had to, like, move those gears inside, but maybe not, so. Ooh. See, yeah, it's, like, broken. Why is the top of the tower broken like this? Very odd. Maybe it will be story relevant. But yeah, mostly it's just. Yeah, the gears inside need to be kind of fixed. Yes, I've been seeing this area for a while. Yeah, the water, yeah. Oh, yeah, every time he does this, it, like, messes with the lighting. Wait, huh? It looks like there's another waterfall over there. That doesn't make sense though, right? Because there's a waterfall here, and then there's the water down there, and then this is showing another waterfall to go down even further. So it's almost like this peak, yeah, because like that peak is a designed peak, and then and then those areas right there are not designed. So it's almost as if you'd have a deep water, a lower water area over here, then it comes up, and then there's a higher water here. Maybe this area, this higher water plateau, goes over to Snezhnaya, maybe. I mean, it could go to to Mondstadt. I just don't. I mean, it depends how Mondstadt works, right? Like, because they're gonna have to explain how this works. Like, why do we have this giant hole in here for no reason? Is it gonna be like they're gonna have a? No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it would be. Yeah, I don't know what that would be. They could have had a good transition here, but it's just ruins, so you can't really do anything there. So the best thing I can think is Cedar Lake. Like, here's the boundaries of Cedar Lake. They're defined. But you could have a river that leads all the way around over to here. So, but that would also be available for Snezhnaya too. So it's definitely odd. Well, unfortunately, I don't really see much else going on here. So I guess we'll just turn on the map for this area now. Only just now. Very interesting world details. Yeah, and what's up with that tree there, huh? Very odd. So we have some ruins underwater. Very interesting. They even have like some trees. Or that's just supposed to be kelp. It'd be interesting if the water level could like lower or rise at your own choice. Like, oh, if you go here, you can lower the water level more, and then. But I don't know. I mean, that'd be even more. That'd be very complex if they could do that. Hmm. Yeah, a lot more ruins over here. I wonder why. So this part was. It was pretty far. It was pretty far from the edge of the region. Well, okay, no, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I mean, okay, everything right here, all that stuff right there, like right there, that's so brand new. Yeah, because before you would like go here and then it would abruptly stop. So that's funny. That's funny. So you could theoretically enter the country through here and go straight to the courts. Interesting. There we go. Nothing surprising except okay, see this is what I thought that it was supposed to be that it would show the border like this and that's where the boundary of the world would be. Makes sense. But for some reason it's only like this only right there. Everywhere else it's like nah, let's just whatever. We'll wander around. Like what? That's weird. And why do they even let you go into the water here? Like, I would have expected that they'd do a hard cutoff, like, right there. But maybe it would have been like, there's no reason to be that picky, maybe. I don't know. Some more underwater areas. Oh, that's true. I never looked up, man. Streams having issues, I noticed. That's annoying. Let's go and get the I know I said I was going to do story. I'm going to do story. It's early in the day. I had a free day from work. Hmm. Okay, interesting. It's funny how close we are to here. I was thinking that this was a decent distance away for a teleport point. I was like, okay, that's good. But then I look at it and it's like, wait, huh? And then you look at this one and it's even stupider. Oh my gosh. What the heck is going on here? It's so weird. Like, what's the point of that? Like, at least put this one like on top of the mountain or something. Don't they? Didn't they used to do that? Like all of these are on like grasslands. Yeah, I mean they can basically be anywhere. Yeah, yeah, over here especially that's like just right smack on some rock slab. Yeah, I don't know why
I
they
see
act
the
like.
value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Font.
It's also funny that they call this the Court of Fontaine, but the Court of Fontaine is actually over here. I
I
feel I
believe I
feel
will
like this is a
continue to take pride in
translation
fulfilling my duties.
or a misunderstanding or something. Okay, so I actually have a lot saved up here. 34s. I think I'll be level 34 here. 34, yeah. Let's see. So. And then it goes up to 40. Yep, yeah, figured. Actually, 39 though. 39 though. That's weird. So 40 to 50 is going to be um and just oh yeah, just a reminder, I have 100% in all these other areas. So like this supposedly getting these two will only get me to 39. And then after that, this area will bring you from 40 to 50. Like there's going to be that much treasure. I guess if there's enough underground though, I guess it could make sense. I just wonder if it's going to have much underground. Yeah, the Weeping Willow. Fort Charybdis ruins. East slopes of Mont Otto Otto Automneke. Automnek? Automnek? Okay. Alright, alright. Oh yeah, yeah, I wanted to unlock that one down there because it's so weird and so easy. Oh yeah, I didn't see that at all. I still don't see it. So that's what was going on. Oh. Yeah, it's because things were just like popping in. And it's weird because it's like floating on the water. The water looks really weird right now. Maybe it's because I'm directly above. So why would this be here instead of just in the grass? My cat's here. Yeah, it was making the water look really weird. Like weirdly clear. Like yeah, you can't see like the surface. Okay, so what's it look like underneath? Yeah, I was like, this made me think that there was something special underneath here. It is very dark. Huh. This makes me think it's just gonna bring you to like the abyss. Um. Oh, oh, okay, there we go. He is restless. I've never seen him heard him this annoyed. We're not gonna do this fight right now. This looks like this is where the the seawater comes from. It looks like seawater, the true seawater to me. Pure water or whatever, pure water. Very interesting. Okay, let's go do the main story. Let's see. No. Where is this? Is that in the... So it's... Huh. So it is on this level. Oh, it's my the area where I sleep. Okay, I see. I thought I was out of the officially out of the prison. Maybe we're gonna leave the prison right now though. Also, hopefully this is the last part of the story, because I didn't actually hear any confirmation that it's actually the end of the story. But yeah, we'll see.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Let's go ask the Duke.
I'm just wondering, like, wait. So, okay. I thought for a second that we didn't actually sign out. Like, oh no, we can't leave now or something. But I guess we can. I guess. They were just trying to be like, you can leave now. Oh no, thing happened. But it's like, well, you could have just said, okay, just sign this and then you can go. And we could have been like, okay, and we signed and then, okay, you're ready to go. And then they say that, you know?
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface.
Oh, good. Nothing to be concerned about, I see.
Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
I mean, he says that, but, like, we don't know that for sure. I'd like to mention. Like, you say that, but is that true?
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Aha, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles. If you're concerned about things at the Palais, why don't you take some time to go up and check things out? I believe you should still have some vacation time to spend.
Thank you for being so understanding. It means a lot. It's been some time since I've gone to the surface. I must say that I've started to miss it a little. The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Maybe Nervalette's not going to be here.
Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening. Neuvillette!
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
This has some really big dad energy. Just like, just wait for him to finish working.
All right. I should
Okay,
wrap
he's
things up
done
for
now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you have managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
I mean, that was pretty obvious. But also, a whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat? Why is that? Like, really? In the ocean? In the wide open ocean? There can't be whales of that size and shape? I'm not sure what's so special about the shape. It was just a normal whale.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Oh, right. I keep thinking that their headquarters was under there. But yeah, it's not. It's over here. I think we've only been here literally one time before.
Oh no! What happened here?
It looks normal to me, but okay. No, they always look like this.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her. We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry. I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry.
The situation in Poisson?
Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone. I just can't...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
I'm pretty sure she's just trying to take control of the country, technically. Whether she's actually involved in instigating the disaster, it's hard to say, because we don't know what the cause of the disaster is. Probably not, but yeah, it's still a little weird. I mean, remember, she still did try to assassinate Farina, basically. I mean, like, not technically, technically she was just gonna hit her hard and then take the Gnosis and then run away. Technically. But, like, it's not much different than straight up. I mean, she could have killed her. And she is stealing from her, so... it shouldn't be swept under the rug. But I do think that it kind of feels like she's trying to gain everybody's goodwill and again become a new leader who would have like dictator powers. That's kind of the vibe I get. It's kind of it's no, it's not kind of. It's very questionable that she's that well prepared for the situations that happen. It's like, really? You were ready and ready to go? Really? I don't know about that. Very questionable.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the knave, like, in this chapter even, accused Farina of, like, negligence or something. And then, like, uses Navia as, like, a witness or something. It can't be a coincidence that the knave is a fire element user, but they're from Fontaine, but it like kind of, but you know, and technically working for the Tsaritsa on top of that. But like the big thing is, it's like the fire represents that she's on the she's completely opposed to Fontaine's current philosophy.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for others' salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
Why would she know about the sluice gate? Like, yeah, she would know about some issues in the Fortress of Meripede, but why would you know specifically about some sort of sluice gate? This sluice gate, by the way, only being known by like one or two people. Like, as far as we know, the only people who know about it would be the top level of the Fortress of Meripede. So the time has for jolly cooperation has come.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received
Definitely
from
a
House of the
translation
Heart's
thing.
intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler? All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
I think this is a new, part of the new location. Technically. Where's this underground area? Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting that it's like really out of the way. But I suppose it's ruins, right? It'll probably just be a hole in the wall though. Let's... Interesting that the ruins are at like... They're a lot closer to the edge than I was originally thinking. It's weird how from a distance that looks like a normal tree, but then you get about this close and then it's like, yeah, those are just like bubbles or something. Okay.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
The pleasure is all mine.
All right, amuse me. What? The floor here isn't safe.
When the tide comes in, I shall return.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you. That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful.
I'm just imagining like me
No, it's a dead end.
me playing as a Fontaine character and falling in the water and then turning into water. Ah! Just don't fall in the water. Oh no, I tripped. Weird that they actually mark. Oh, it's because normally you can't climb in these in these ruins. Yeah, I was like, why did they even put those there? Well, they're the only place I can climb. Oh. Radishes. Great. Okay. More primordial seawater. Okay, this is comically ridiculous. This is insane. This is insanely big, even for ruins. Unless we're supposed to be like 300 feet underwater or something.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge. Run for...
Uh-huh. Where are we going with this?
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Oh, was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, you're...
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? and why I'm standing trial.
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. Possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all.
Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia, she...
Silence!
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, Demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, Demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
Hmm? What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Hmm? Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy letely, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then. So, Neverlet, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
So when we say that, it's funny that we're just mentioning it offhand, but it's like, wait, so when he swims, he's not swimming in his full clothes, right? Because the idea of him just being in the swimsuit would be absurd sounding.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Right here, right now.
Yeah. Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
seems kind of pointless at this point. Just not much going on, huh? I mean that part was Navia was fine, but like, you know, just kind of typical.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Emerge. Right now. Right here. Ha! Barbados, guide us. Time to go.
Be not perturbed.
A sight to behold. Right now. Right here. Right now.
Go as one! Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on... More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the water's drowning fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
We've learned nothing at all. Did you know the prophecy took place in the past? And they were predicting the future?
I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. All right. I'll be on my way then.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the boss is the best. about what happened today.
Wow, she's finally here.
Is that who I think it is?
Though to be fair, she is a prophecy person. You would think you would want to know about prophecy from her, you know?
In Fontaine?
I had long given up that we would actually get Mona here. It's like, water user, prophecy user. Oh no, she's not important enough for the story to be here. Really? I'm not even saying that she's from Fontaine or anything, just it feels like she would have been useful when learning about history and prophecies, like...
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontainian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadter surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice-as-great? That's so... petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about obsessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontainian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less... scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Huh? Are you sure?
All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing as always!
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best!
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon does for you. That's more like it. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Traveler. We agreed to go see Novelette, so let's pack it up and get going.
See, like, why did we go down there? Down here? For... just occurred to me. Well, because I was going to say, like, why did we come down here to sleep? Is this supposed to be our normal place to sleep? I guess so, maybe? It's been so long. Like, it's literally been, like, 2 or 3 months since... because of the prison, you know. But also it occurred to me that it also works out because, of course, Mona would be down here looking for an inn because she's poor. You know, her version of poor. So, let me just real quickly pick this up. Actually, you know what? No, I better not. I was gonna say like that I should switch out my party, but actually, you never know when I'm gonna actually run into a big boss fight or something, or at least a significant fight. So I think I better keep the party. No, but she really didn't help. I turned on her healing, and I think he barely got healed. He got healed by like maybe 2,000, maybe. So we'll put her back on.
Don't tell me they did it again.
Also, it's funny. I just realized, looking at this background, I think... You know, it's hard to tell. I was thinking that this actually might be, like, the new perspective, the new side that just got released of the map. But no, I think this is the south side. It's too hard to tell. But I think it is the south side. Yeah, not enough details, really. Okay. You know what? I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm back. I'll be right back.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Huh? Toodaloo.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
You're here! Finally!
Is something wrong?
Monsieur Neurvalette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean... they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just Trust in me, you're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. Huh. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh, you noticed. Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage? Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to.
I mean, I assume she just knows nothing, and that's the secret. That she's like, oh shit, I can't do anything.
Oh? Like
A court case. We gotta bring her to a court case.
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this. But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what family should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh,